Since I got my B8, there's one specific mod I've always wanted to do, and that is to upgrade this front grille to the RS4 honeycomb style. This mod is quite popular amongst B8 owners because one, it looks cooler, two, it gets rid of this chrome trim that everybody hates, and three, it has about 25 horsepower. So let's get to work. Don't quote me on that though. First things first, we need to get the bumper out, and then we can take this front grille out. Literally 5 minutes in and I've run into a free spinning bolt. This bolt just keeps spinning but wouldn't come out. I think the U-clip underneath it is like broken, so I'm gonna have to find another way to get this bolt out. Last two bolts remaining is this 10mm. There's another one on the other side that needs to come out as well. This is the bolt that wouldn't come out. It just kept spinning, and as you can see underneath there, yeah, it's broken. So I'm gonna have to find a way to get that out. But I did suffer just a little bit of damage here, but I don't think that's too bad. Before I start putting the new grille on the front bumper, I've seen quite a lot of people paint this black just so it doesn't you know, become an eyesore when you put the new grille. So I want to do that first so it's can like start drying up whilst we continue on this. Crash bar is all marked off now, and I'm just using this satin black paint from Halfords, and basically I just want to go say maybe two, three coats just to make it black, really, because to be honest, nobody's gonna see the crash bar, but it can peer its head out of the, what's it called, the new grille. So and we don't want that. This is genuinely one of the worst painting I've ever done. It's so drippy, like there's literally like drops everywhere. It's runny, it's not uniform, the prep work is crazy, but I don't mind. It's literally gonna stay behind that. So yeah, anyways, now that this is drying up, let's focus on the grille itself and the main reason why we're actually painting that black. So basically, I think there's some screws behind here. To get this grille out, you need to take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. Get this off, and then we take the grille out and I'll show you the new one that's going in. I got this new grille from eBay for £85, I think, and this is essentially why we've been going through all this stress. As you can see, it's all blacked out. It's got the black plastic trims. I don't like the chrome. One thing that I'm not quite sure yet is if I want to keep the chrome badge or the black badge, but I'll put this on just the way it is for now and see how it turns out. Old versus new. Yeah. Let's go. The process is basically a reversal of everything we did to get the old grille out. I just want to line it up properly. What does this foam bar actually do? I don't know what this foam bar does, you know. Yeah, I'm putting it back the same way I found it. I've installed everything just how I took the old grille out, and it looks really nice. I'm already in love with the way it looks already. But this foam grille, I was going to take it out before, but then I realized the importance of it. So I'm not going to take it out, even though you can still see from like here you know, it still pokes out, but I'm gonna leave it be for now. But one thing that I'm gonna change to complete this whole build is this. I also bought the fog lights vents, and yeah, my only but about this is the fact that it has a chrome grille. I couldn't find one with a black chrome a black trim here. So this one bolt here that I couldn't get out, I still can't get it out. I've had to bring out a Dremel tool, and let me tell you something for free, guys. Just buy a tool with some battery or something, you know, wireless, because the amount of effort and stress I've had to go through just to plug this in, damn. Anyways, let's turn this on, get this out, and continue with what we're doing. I want to give this fog light itself a little bit of a tint. It's something that I've always wanted to do. Just, you know, let it have that kind of like orangey look, and yeah, give it just a little bit of character, you know. Not everybody agrees with that, but I like it, and I'm gonna tint it now just before I put the fog light grille back on. I tried wrapping one of this while it was still screwed on here, but because I couldn't, yeah, this is the failed wrap. Because I couldn't heat it up properly to go around the edges, it kept on like giving me those spots, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to be perfect. What I'm gonna do now is completely bolt on everything that has to do with the bumper, and then just leave the fog lights the way it is. And once I'm done, I will put this back in, put the fog lights in, because it's just a case of sliding it in. It literally just goes in here, and then you can push in. So it's not a case of having to get the bumper out again. So now the main reason I've had to come inside to do this is because I needed this blow dryer to, you know, put some heat whilst I put this on. So yeah, this is going to be quick, hopefully 5 minutes. Wrap's all done now, and it's not the best wrap in the world, but I think it will do the job. The edges are still very, you know, amateurish, but what to do? I'm an amateur. If you have any tips, you know, that can help me wrap better, especially little pieces like this, you know, let me know in the comment section. But for now, this will have to do the job, and I can't wait to see how it will look like, you know, right on it. But yeah, no much talk, let's get this installed. I'm done now, and whew, I really love how it looks. Honestly, it kind of gives this car like a mean look. I think I kind of understand why people intentionally, you know, blank this out, because I just, you know, I feel like it would be so much nicer with none of the number plates out, you know, it's just straight up. But whoo, my oh my, I love it. I love it. I think all that's missing now is a front splitter. Once I get a front splitter, a rear diffuser, ooh, we're back in the game, broski. Now it looks really angry now. It looks angry. It's got anger to it. there's something about the the yellow fog lights I just like. I had it on my Ford Focus, and I said anytime I'm getting this bumper out, I have to do that, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. So nice. Now it's time for the plate number. I wish I didn't have to put this, but it's gotta go. So let's slap this on. And yeah, I've got one last thing as well. I bought a small rear spoiler, but that will be until tomorrow because it's getting late now and I won't be able to fit that in now. But tomorrow we'll put in the rear spoiler and then everywhere good. Not bad, it's all right. I'm still not quite sure if I want this black, all the rings, or I want the chrome. But I'll leave this on for a while and see, if it grows on me. But if not, I'll change it so it matches with the fog light chrome trims. But for now, damn, it looks really angry right now. That's all I can say. The car looks really mean. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the rear spoiler. Wagon. It's a new day, the sun is shining, the weather is good, and it's time to install the rear spoiler. Like I said, I got this for, if I'm not mistaken, £25 on eBay, and I don't really like the duck-tailed kind of spoiler that quite a lot of people use, and I've been looking for one that's just flat, subtle, and even though it's not OEM looking, just minimal. And I found this shipped all the way from Germany. Yeah, the shipping fee was crazy, but I think it's going to do the job quite all right. The only reservation I have though is that it's not end to end. Let me show you what I mean. So like from here, it doesn't really get to the end of the trunk completely, but I can't really argue because one, is cheap, two, it's almost like a universal spoiler. So I'll slap it on, see how it looks like for a couple of days. If I don't like it, it's just 3M double sticky, 3M sticky tape, and I can like take it out anytime I want. But for now, let's put this on. First things first, prep the surface and just put this on. Really, I'm not going to use any extra glue for now until I'm sure that I actually want this. So I'm just going to use the glue that's provided in the spoiler. So let's go. I think it's crazy how minimal it looks and how good it actually makes, the rear end actually come out to be now. I love it so much. I just like the simple touch. It's a nice little touch, nice touch. I'm really happy with it. And my next mod is gonna be ideally another diffuser. I've not seen any proper ones aside from Maxton Design, so I think I might go for Maxton Design. Diffusers, side skirts, and a front splitter, and then we touch up on the body works because there's quite a lot of like, even the rust repair we did the other time is already beginning to like show its rear head, and I expected that because it's like quite deep. So I might touch up on that a little bit, touch up on a little bit of some bits and bobs here and there, but wow, it's coming together really nice. I really like the spoiler. So far so good. We've spent £85 on the front grille, £20 for the fog lights, the pair of them, £20, and then for the rear spoiler, £25. That's not a bad day to shop at all. It's so nice. I'm happy with how everything's turned out to be. I'm just gonna do some B-rolls of, you know, like the whole things we've installed today, and just so you see how nice it looks. The car really, it's coming out really nice. It's looking a little bit more angry, more mean. I'm really stoked with the results of everything that we've installed. And if you've enjoyed watching today's video, please make sure to leave a comment, drop a like, share, and of course, don't forget to hype the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.